Hey guys, so it's finally here. I finally got all my Rob Zombie masks in place and going from shipped and everything like that. So this is the video I've been talking about for a while now through all my other videos. I was just waiting on my last mask and it finally arrived today. So here all they are. I figured I'd take them out of all the cases and show my whole entire Rob Zombie display. Just because I really don't have much, so we're going to start off by each mask and exactly if there's anything I did to it or where I got it from. So the first piece, of course, is just your standard child clown mask. I think I did a little review on it. Once again, this is from Spirit Halloween. Right now, I keep it in the case behind my other mask, so it's right now for this purpose. It's on a mannequin. I guess I'm taking the mannequin head out now. But yeah, all it is just a pretty simple mask, but something you should have as a collector. It goes well with the clean version of Rob Zombie's mask. In any case, so there's that. And here is all these masks. All the Myers masks are from ASwift Creations. You can find them out on Etsy. This is called the Stepson. On the back of each one, right where the slit's at, it will tell you exactly what it is. Stepson. I do know. I was looking for someone to make my Rob Zombie masks. I looked at Del Toro, which wanted too much money. Ford FX, which does quality work as well. These are, and for the price, these are cheaper of the three. But for the price, when I started getting these masks in, I was just blown away. They're very thick. It does look like when he does it, it's on straight clear latex. I believe he probably doesn't mix his latex with any paint for the pull. So when it comes out, it's just clear, which kind of gives it a nice look in the inside. All my other masks, it looks like it's been painted or mixed with paint. But the detail in this guy, and you can tell there's a little, from the pulls and stuff like that. But to me, that makes it unique. There's a little thing here, a little indent there. But you also have to remember, I do believe the Rob Zombie's Halloween was in '78 as well. You think the mass production of masks in '78 wasn't perfect. They would probably all have little imperfections and stuff like that. But for the overall style, the hair, I really didn't do anything to this hair. It just came straight out of the box. I might have patted it down a little bit, but I didn't have to do anything with it. He mixes about 2 or 3 colors in there. It's probably hard to see here. But just the detail and the work that goes into it. And this sits up in my first case with the clown mask that you've seen. So in my second cabinet, I have the grown Michael Myers masks from Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. I do have the NECA stand with the Myers and the escape mask out in front as well. So I'm going to put him over to the side here. So the first mask I have in there, which is right behind that NECA, is my escape mask. Now this mask just came like this, with the hair which was a real light brown. What I did was I went ahead and started with the hair. I used some hairspray to get it all matted. Then I took it out and sprayed it with brown spray paint, casual brown spray paint. You see it's getting a little bunched up here from sitting in the case, but it doesn't matter to me. Then I also just took a regular styrofoam head, painted the whole front of it with a liquid latex and paint mix, skin tone, and then I kind of just painted white eyes. And I mean, I could have probably went ahead and at some point I might go ahead and get regular eye inserts to put in there. And I also have a bunch of hair left over from any of my other rehauls that I did, the stock masks that I ripped the hair off, I keep. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I do have his little beard and mustache in there. And that was just using the hair that I had left over. So I know the eyes look a little childish. You know, I want white, and did the whole pupil thing, and then I went over it with black, even over the white, just to kind of give it that shadowy look. That is my escape mask. And finally, the one that I was waiting for today. Originally, when he sent them, he sent 2 masks. He didn't have the box for it, so he waited an extra 2 or 3 weeks. But I did finally get his scarred version today, which is the Wrath 2. And this is actually his last copy that he's making. Right now he's in the process, I think there's a Wrath 3 already. He's in the process now of doing a whole new mold as well. So the eyes might be a little off just because I have them higher up on this mannequin head right now. I gotta adjust them, but I just threw them on for this presentation. As you can see on the back, this is the Wrath 2, and then I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it or not, but it does say the Wrath 2 final copy, July 2019, and his signature. Like I said, I just got this morning. When I originally asked him for it, I said little weathering around the scarring. When I got it, you know, this mask I actually did a little rehauling to. I wanted it to match as close to his Mute 2 as possible. This mask came in a little darker gray, so I did go ahead and lighten them up a little bit. Some white dry brushing mixed with some, just, you know, getting the brush wet and smearing it around a little bit and rubbing it in so it kind of weathered in. And then I also took a, I think it's a, I'm not sure of the actual color, but a little more of the yellowish brown, and went around the scarring a little bit because that's what I did with the other one. But so this one is the Wrath 2, like I said, and it's no longer on his Etsy shop. He's no longer making them. So I do want to say thank you for making this the final copy. I did reach out to him originally and I said, hey, these masks are going to be my case fillers for my Rob Zombie. I'm not going to be grabbing any other ones. So these are my Grells of Zombie masks. And I was very, very excited with this mask as well. His newer ones might have more actual cut out. These are just molded in, or sculpted in, I should say. But overall, a beautiful mask. This one is probably the thinnest of them all. I'm not sure if that's just from the master mold, or he's just trying to hurry it up, or that's just what he does. But any negatives I say against him aren't really negatives at all. He does phenomenal work. It's just I know I wanted to try to get the colors to match perfectly for this one, and our stepson. So of course I did a little more. I added a little paint to myself because it is going to be in my collection. But stock, this is basically what you see. This is a little more browner, and this might be a little grayer, but the hair, once again, beautiful. You can see in here, he mixes his hair colors, 3 or 4 different hair colors in there, and just a wonderful piece of work. Now, of course, the last one is I have the NECA Halloween 2 figure to go with the corresponding mask, of course, which he calls the Mute 2. There's a Mute 3 out there, which is more the leather color, more so going towards the Hobo side. Before I pull the mask out, I will tell you this: the Rob Zombies movies, it is, for me, it's Halloween 1 and the first 10-15 minutes of Halloween 2. As soon as she wakes up from that dream, the movie's done for me. So that is why you don't see me having like the darker colored mask before it gets ripped, and you don't see the Hobo mask, the half cut mask yet. I might get that one because I'm thinking about maybe doing a full sized Hobo Myers. I'm not sure yet. That will come in time. But this mask blew me away as soon as I got it. Just fantastic work. I let this hair a little more crazy, considering all it's been through. And you might notice I did make my own bust today. I just did this today, so it wasn't just black holes up here and down here. And I'll go back. This one's cut a little wider, but it does say the it actually says right here, the Mute 2. So it is cut a little higher in the back to make it have that kind of worn look. So the bust, all I did was I took my regular styrofoam heads. I did my normal black winter beanie. I just took some latex with some skin tone, painted all around this area here, let it dry. Then once again I went back to my old hair from H18, glued some on here. I don't think in the beginning of the movie it's sticking out like this, but you know, just so everybody knows, I might tuck it in a little bit, but just for that added effect, since there is a cut there and that's where his beard would be, I added it. And then I just added some red up here, just still a little sticky for the blood, just so it wasn't just big black holes into it. So, and that just shows you, there's a lot of guys, I know Ford FX does the busts with the eyes and everything like that, and I'm not sure the pricing of just the busts alone, but this is a $4 styrofoam head, a $1 beanie I got from Dollar Tree, and some dollar paints, and some leftover hair and glue, and I come out with this for my case. So like I said at my very first video, this is really, you know, something most people can do. Like, that's what I'm about, the repaints of the masks and everything. Yes, I do go into the more expensive masks at time for my main ones, but even on this mask I went ahead and put some of that yellowish brown, and I did more weathering to it than what he had, which I specifically said less weathering, but then when I got it, you know, I kind of changed my mind a little bit. So he didn't do anything wrong there. This mask is just phenomenal. Once again, it's the Wrath 2. The Wrath 3 is like more of the Hobo Myers color, and I think he says he can't attach hair to the bottom for the beard. Will I get that mask? I probably won't. If I get any more from him, it will be what he calls the Giant, which has this whole section cut out. But this mask is just, this has to be one of my favorite masks in the entire Halloween series, in my collection. Thank you very much, ASwift. This is very beautiful work. For collectors that know Ford FX work and Del Toro work, there might be little slight differences here and there, but when I'm looking at the pictures of them on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere else I see their other works, and then I take a look at this, there's really not much of a difference at all, except for the price point. So if you're looking for great Michael Myers masks for Rob Zombie, hit up ASwift Creations on Etsy. And some of these older ones, the prices are actually a little lower, and he keeps making some great sculpts as well. And of course in the back I have he goes on top of the case, you've probably seen him. The 18-inch by NECA. Which, yes, plays the music. Which, I do have the 2018 18-inch coming, and I do have the Halloween one up there. And I don't think the 18 is going to have music, or motion activated sound, which is pretty crappy considering, that could have gave us one more version of the sound, or even one of the other songs, like The Shape Stalks Allison. That was a great little, for 30 seconds I think it was, but that was probably one of the strongest pieces in the movie. Too bad it was too short. But there it is, guys. That is my collection. They will go in their own stand over here. Kind of sad to say that I finally finished, for the most part, my Rob Zombie collecting. There is the Living Dead doll, a couple other things I want to get, just to fill up the case maybe. But really, for what it is, like I said, I only go from Halloween 1 to the end of the dream sequence in Halloween 2, because I did watch Halloween 2 this week, and I do appreciate what Rob Zombie tried to do. But it's 2 Rob Zombie, less Michael Myers. A lot of people would probably say that. I do like the movie, but as far as the story of Michael Myers and everything like that, the rest of it is shit. I'm just gonna say it. So yeah, so that is my Halloween collection, Halloween Rob Zombie collection. Now I am planning on doing 2 more videos coming up here, and it's gonna be a little different. It's not gonna be showing off anything. It's more so of just talking in regards as film series as well. I'm going to try to get into that, my thoughts on it. I am going to have one video on how I think and why I think the Rob Zombie movies did Michael Myers good. A lot of people say that they can live without him and this and that, but there are some positives, in my opinion, that really benefit just Michael Myers in a whole. I'm talking about like merchandise, fandom, everything like that. Also, I have a video on why I think the new Halloween Kills movie, which is coming out October 2020, might be the best and could be my favorite Halloween movie of all time, even taking over Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and Halloween 18, because there is a little, knowing that it's gonna be a trilogy. Anybody out there that knows about trilogies, you usually know what happens in the second one, and it's something that we haven't seen from Michael Myers in a long time. So I will go ahead and I might post that video right after this one, actually, because it will be a short one. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for being patient with me while I got all the masks in. I did get them all in. I ordered them April 27th. So, also, you guys going out waiting 6-8 months for Ford FX or Del Toro, whatever it is. I got 3 masks done, and it's in just less than 3 months. And technically, he was done with them around 2 months, but because of the boxes and he wanted to do little touch-ups to it because it is his last copy, I said go ahead and ship it out when it's not ready completely. So, alright guys, thanks very much. Stay tuned, subscribe, comment, like. Like I said, the 2 other little my opinion videos will be out here shortly. I actually might do one right after this. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.